Hey guys, it's Mr. C. Hopefully you guys had a good week of practicing this week. I encourage you to, again, just spend at least 20 minutes a day getting better at your instrument. You know, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. The better you get, the more you're going to want to practice, and it just creates this cycle of awesomeness. Okay? We're going to begin today with some breathing. Okay, so let's think about sitting on the front part of our chair. Okay, and we're going to do 8s and 8s using our hand. As we inhale, we're going to put our hand here. As we exhale, I want you to feel, again, focused air in the middle of your palm. All right? And we're going to think about breathing and opening up and keeping it steady. The air is always in or out. And we're thinking about, again, just trying to keep the air really steady. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, in for 4, out for 4, ready, and breathe in. Great. We're going to do in for 2, out for 8. So again, this is kind of more, what we do in band. Yeah, here we go. In for 2, out for 8. And 1, and 2, in for 2, out for 8. And excellent job, excellent job. Now we're going to practice throwing our paper airplanes, so I want you to think about getting a nice full deep inhale, and don't hold it in. As you exhale, we're going to imagine a paper airplane being thrown across the room, and you want it to be nice and steady. Okay, so here we go, with me. Now as you do this, I want you to think about your shoulders, okay? The shoulders is where the tension likes to, happen. So keep them back, keep them low. You want to avoid being tight when you play. This is not good. You're not going to be able to have a good sound if you have your shoulders tight. So think about actively keeping them low and back. One more time. Awesome. All right, we're going to move on to some mouthpiece buzzing now. So I like to start using my drone. F to B flat. Try that. Forget the way we hold the mouthpiece. Here we go. 1, 2. Again, when I play the horn, I do use my tongue to go ta, but on the mouthpiece, I'm not using ta. I'm trying to get my lips to speak the note immediately. Okay? Now we're going to go from E to A. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2. Pretty good. Okay. And we're going to go from E flat to A flat. Here we go. And 1, 2. Okay. Now we're going to go from D to G. Okay. As we do this, I want you to also think about the air, right? The air is always in or out. You never want to hold it in. It's going to be in or out. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay. D flat to G flat. Here we go. 1, 2. think about focusing on blowing in between the notes. Oh, like getting that siren to happen, right? Last one, C to F. This is sixth position. Here we go. 1, 2. Cool. All right, good job. So for you level 3ers, we're going to do an octave B flat to B flat siren today. So we're going to go from B flat to, yeah, here we go. B flat. Here we go. And 1 and 2. Nice. Now we're going to go from A, B flat, I'm sorry, A. You're going A concert, second position, 1, 2. Nice. Now A flat to A flat. 1, 2, ready? Nice. Cool. Alright, good job. So one of my favorite exercises is concert F descending. You can find it in the blue book on page 4. And so we're going to play it. I like it because it really gets my day going with long tones, and it gets me going through the horn range. So from normal notes down to the low basement, right? So we're going to practice just saying it, okay? I'm putting my metronome at 60 beats per minute. Here we go. Let's say 1, 2. Let's say the notes. Ready? And F, E natural, E natural, D natural, D natural, C, C, B flat, B flat, A natural, G, F. Okay. I want you to be really good about identifying the notes. Okay. I don't want you to be thinking to yourself, first position, second position, etc. No, I want you to really look at a note and be like, okay, that's a D. Okay. And then because it's a D, you know that a D is fourth position, right? Okay. So now we're going to say the positions. Here we go. Say the positions. Ready and go. And first, second, second, fourth, 4, 6, 6, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6. Okay, I kind of changed the rhythm a little bit, okay? Again, you really want to avoid putting those numbers on the notes. If you're one of those people that gets in the habit of writing the positions down on top of the notes, I want you to get out of that habit, okay? You really need to study. I mean, I spent a lot of my practice sessions away from the horn, right? And so this is this kind of stuff, like if you live in a household where your mom's working and you have siblings that are trying to do their homework and trying to log in, you can do a lot of mental practice, right? A lot of just looking at the music and studying the positions. And that way when you plug it into the horn, it's easy, right? So let's play it this time, okay? I want you to think about creating a big sound. Okay, nice, big, full, relaxed sound. Here we go, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. about my air, right? My air is always in or out, okay? When I attack the note, I'm coordinating the release of my air with the drop of my tongue. Ta. Let's practice that. Ready? Ta. Again, practice the inhale and saying ta with me. Yeah, here we go. Ready? Ta. And when you can focus on, when you can coordinate those two events, the air and the tongue, then you can get a nice, beautiful attack like this. Okay? Yeah, so I mean, you want to just make sure you think about that. Okay? Another thing that I think about is also setting my embouchure on my mouthpiece, right? So you don't want to be like, right? You want to make sure that you set your mouthpiece on your upper lip. Practice that with me. We're going to just practice starting the note. Okay, and then one of the biggest things that I see with younger players is, you know, they breathe in through their nose. Okay, try that with me. Try playing the first note and breathe in through your nose and see how gross that feels. It's hard for me to get a nice full sound, okay? So this time I want you to do it the right way, and I want you to breathe in through your mouth, and let's see how much more air we can fill up with, right? Here we go. You see how much more air we can get just by breathing through our mouth? Okay? So I never want to see any of y'all playing and breathing through your nose. That's a big no-no, okay? Big no-no. So, again, just focus on that beginning of the note, all right? So, we talked about the beginning of the note. Let's talk about the duration of the note, right? As you play, like the first measure, right? It's just like the breathing exercises that we did. You want to keep it really, really, really steady, okay? So try that again. Just play the first measure, okay? And I want you to think about keeping the notes really steady. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, ready? Nice. Okay, so now that we're thinking about the beginning of the note and the duration of the note, let's think about the way that we stop the notes. Okay? I like to think about having an echoey release, right? So the air just stops. Da, and everything stays still. Okay? Everything stays still, and I'm listening for like an echoey, you know, release. Imagine that you're playing in the kitchen or in the bathroom. Okay? Go to your bathroom right now and you'll discover that it's really echoey, right? There's da, like rings, you know? I want you to try and strive for those kinds of releases, okay? Have it again, just the first bar, and let's think about that echoey release at the end. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready. Right? And again, I'm still at the end of the note so that I can get that echoey release. When we get back to full band, you'll notice your band directors are really, really meticulous about, you know, at the end of the cutoff, everybody being still. And the reason for that is so that we can keep our embouchure still and go for that echoey release. Otherwise, you sound like this. See how, I mean, I'm exaggerating, of course, but do you see how that kind of creates like a cutoff sound, you know, like it's like you're choking the note a little bit. Okay, you really want to go for that echoey release. Okay, so for you level 3ers, I do want to go over long tones 1B. And the reason being because I think that it's really important as a trombone player to be able to play with a nice, relaxed, low range. When we can get our low range to be relaxed and to be steady, then we can play anything. Okay? So I want you to really, I always play 1B. I don't even play 1A. The one that you play in band, I play the low B flat one. Okay? So let's just practice saying the letters. Here we go. This is 1B. 2, And say the letters, ready, go. B flat, A natural, B flat, B flat, A flat, B flat, B flat, G natural, B flat, B flat, G flat, B flat, B flat, F natural, B flat, B flat, E natural, B flat, B flat, high E flat, B flat. Okay? So, B flat. The easy thing about trombone is that we're always going 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, and then the last one there's going to be 1, 3. Play the upper E flat and measure 13. Alright, let's play it. Here we go. Again, be thinking about that air quality being in or out. Be thinking about the beginning of the note being nice and clean, the sustain being steady, the release being echoey. Okay, like you're playing in the bathroom. All right. Here we go. Let's play it. And 1, 2, ready. Good job. All right, we're all going to go ahead and do warm-up set 1, option 1. Okay, just the way we did it last week. Okay, and so here we go. Here is warm-up set 1, option 1. Here we go. Again, think about keeping it really connected. I'm dropping my jaw a little bit as I play the bottom note. Okay, and again, I'm just thinking about staying relaxed, keeping my shoulders down. Okay, that first note, getting a nice attack, playing with a big full sound. Okay, and relaxing. Okay, you gotta relax. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. All right, for you level 3ers, we're going to do warm-up set 3, option 1. Okay, this one's good because it has 8 notes and it kind of takes you to the low range. Okay, I'm always focusing on playing that last note full, just full and rich and calm. Okay, so here we go. This is warm-up set 3, option 1. Page 8 in the blue book. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it's a different kind of relaxation down there. First of all, I'm like awkward, right? I'm like all the way out there, but I'm just thinking about keeping this like really like still and just relaxed, okay? And I'm thinking about what I want to sound like, okay? Think about what you want to sound like, right? Okay? I'm not the best trombone player out there, okay? I encourage you to listen to trombone players. You can go on YouTube, okay? Type up I'll put up some names right now, okay? But get that sound in your head, and you know that way you can try to copy that, right? Cool, good job. All right, so for this next section, articulation, I'm gonna have you listen to me. So I'll play it once, and then we'll play together, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna set my metronome at 80 beats per minute, okay? So this is the first 5 bars, okay? I'll play it, listen, and then I want you to join me, okay? As I play legato, which is those little long lines over the notes, okay? I'm thinking da, so I'm going ta da, nice and light, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Especially on those last measure 5, da, 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 keeping that really steady, okay? I'm visualizing a violinist with that really calm bow string, all right? Play it with me, here we go, 1, 2, first 5 measures, ready, and Alright, cool. So let's look at the next couple of measures, right? We have measure 7. These are what I call lifted, okay? And so the lifted, they have a nice tenuto beginning of the note, okay? But then there's like a little bit of space. Da, 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 da. And then if you look at measure 9, those are just the staccato markings, and those are detached, okay? Those have a lot more space. Da, 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 da. So you have to know how to use your air, right? For 7, I'm going just a slight taper. And for 9, I'm going okay? It's the air. The air is what's causing that to be spaced out, all right? I'm not stopping the notes with my tongue. I'm not going dot, dot, dot. I'm going da, 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 da. This is my tongue, right? Da, 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 da. Okay? So here we go. This is measure 7 and measure 9. I'll play first, and then you join me. Okay? Here we go. Lifted, 2, lifted. Staccato. Alright? Go back and listen to it again. You know, go back a couple of seconds. Listen to how I played lifted versus staccato. Right? This time play it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, measure 7, lifted. 2, play with me. This is staccato. Nice. Okay? So now we're going to play measure 11. Okay? And for measure 11, okay, we're going to go da 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 da. Say that with me. Ready and go. Da 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 da. Okay? Measure 13, those are separated. Those are staccato. And we're going to go da 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 da. Say it with me. Measure 13, ready, go. Da 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 da. Again, you know, people will say, "Oh, Mr. C, they're short." Not really short. Okay. When people say short, makes me think of it like being cut off. That's what I think of short. But it really needs to be echoey and resonant and clean. really strive for that echoey attack, okay? All right, I'm gonna play the first measure 11 and 13. Listen to the way that I play it, and then we'll play it together, yeah? Here we go, 11, and 1, and 2, and 11, ready? 13. Do you hear the difference between the two? Okay, this time play it with me. Here we go. And 1, 2, measure 11, and 1, and 2, and nice. Okay, so really strive for that echoey release on those staccato notes. So we're going to learn a little song today, all right? This is Amazing Grace, okay? So the first thing that we look at is the key signature, right? We have B flats in first position, we have E flats in third position, and then we have A flats in third position. Okay, so we're going to go over the process of how to learn a new piece of music. So when I learn a new piece of music, I have a 5-step learning process. Okay, the first thing that I do is I count it. So 1, 2, 3, whatever that is. Okay, whatever teaching system you know at your school. Okay, then I want to tie it. Okay, and so I'm going to go ta, 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 and I'm thinking about tying it and tying the note lengths. Okay, and I'm going to note name it. So I'm going to say B flat, E flat, F, G flat. You know, I'm just going to say the letters on the music. Okay, and then I'm going to finger it. So I'm going to think about just right, and then finally play it. Okay. Once I go through those processes, you'll be able to play it como si nada. All right. So pulling up this little song that I pulled out. Okay. This is Amazing Grace. All right. And I always try to use a metronome. Okay. So we're gonna set the metronome at 72. All right. So let's just count it. Okay, so it's in 3/4. All right. It's in 3/4. All right. Let's count it. Here we go. And 1 and 2. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. That's the snake. All right. So we are in the key of E flat major. Okay. Let's tie. Here we go. Tie. And 1, 2. Ta 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 So once we're able to tie it, we're going to note name it. Okay, and as we note name it, I want you to say like E natural versus E flat. I want you to say F natural versus F sharp. Okay, and in the key signature we have 3 flats. Okay, B flat, E flat, third position, and finally A flat, third position as well. Okay, so let's note name it. Here we go. 1 and 2. B flat, E flat, G natural, F natural, E flat, C natural, B flat, E natural, G natural, F natural, B flat, G natural, B flat, G natural, E flat, B flat, C natural, C natural, B flat, B flat, E flat, G natural, G natural, E flat, F, E flat. I messed up there at the end. Okay, cool. Alright, and so once we're able to note name it, okay, I want you to finger along. Okay, so here we go, let's finger along. And as we finger along, let's say the letters as well. Yeah, here we go. And 1, 2, B flat, E flat, G natural, F, E flat, C, B flat, B flat, E flat, G natural, F natural, B flat, G natural, B flat, G natural, B flat, B flat, C natural, B flat, E natural, G natural, F natural, B flat. Okay. You may have noticed that I did the C in first position. This is a trigger. Okay, so on this fancy trombone, I have this extra set of tubing, and that allows me to play the C over here, right? In first position, if I just press the trigger. Okay, so if you see me over here in a C, you're like, Mr. C, that's not first position. That's why I'm using a trigger. Okay, all right, we're gonna play it this time. All right, so let's try playing through it together. The cool thing about sight reading is that if you go through that process, you'll be ready to play it. And so when I'm reading something for the first time, I don't stop. So even if I make a mistake, I just keep going. Okay? So we're going to try reading through this together, and I don't want you to stop. All right? Whatever happens. I'll give you a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 count off. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. You may have noticed that I played with a little bit of a wobble to my noise, okay, like this. Okay, that's vibrato. Okay, you do it with your jaw. We're not going to go over that today, but just note that I did that on purpose. Okay, so, all right, cool. Now you know how music works. We learned it in what, like 5 minutes? Good job. All right, so that's the conclusion of our week 2, day 1 lesson. All right, and just remember, the more you practice, the better you get. All right, see you guys around. Bye-bye.